Today on Cooking Crave, we have a slider recipe that you're sure to love and a magic ingredient in a salad you will not believe. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Rhonda Fitterer.
And I'm Laverne.
And you found a couple recipes. Actually, one was at a funeral that you had went to for the salad, but
Yes.
She could ask for the recipe so many times that she just has copies right there. So
Absolutely. You know, I just was amazed, and I just was not sure of all the ingredients. And like you said, that secret ingredient in there. And like I said, I went up and asked the gals that were serving the luncheon, and she said, yeah, I get asked for this recipe all the time. I have some copies right here.
Perfect.
So we know it's good.
That's right. First, we're going to start out with our Hawaiian ham and cheese sliders. Really easy, great, quick meal for anybody that you just need to feed people.
That's right. Yeah.
What you're going to need to make these is just some cooking spray. You're going to need a half cup of butter, an onion. You're going to need some Dijon mustard, a little bit of poppy seeds, some Worcestershire sauce, a 12-count pack of Hawaiian buns, the King's Hawaiian's buns, a little bit sweeter bun, and then a pound of deli sliced ham and a couple slices, 8 ounces of Swiss cheese.
It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple, but put it all together, it's going to taste pretty tasty.
It will, yes.
And for this magic ingredient salad that we're talking about, I'm not even sure what it's actually called. It's called a corn salad. So that's not the magic ingredient, though. You're going to need 3 cans of corn, a red pepper chopped. We're going to chop that up. We're going to need a little green pepper, and we're going to need a half cup of sour cream and a half cup of mayo for the sauce. And then right before you serve it, we're going to add a bag of Fritos. Chili cheese Fritos. That's the ingredient.
It is. It's just wonderful. So, okay.
All right. Where do you want to start today?
Well, the sliders we put in the oven.
Okay.
At 350, and I do have the oven on for that already.
Okay.
And with the corn for the salad, I already opened the 3 cans of corn and have that drained, because you want that drained well.
Sure.
You want it juicy and stuff. And the recipe we did give was the single recipe, but I actually have the recipe for, like, you start with a gallon of corn and stuff if you were going to go to a big potluck or whatever.
Okay.
So if anybody needs that, just give me a call. I'll be happy to share that with anybody that wants it. So,
all right.
So what we're going to do is come on over here to the stove. We're going to start with a stick of butter.
Okay.
And we're going to get that melted, and then we're going to saute the chopped onion. It says a 1 onion chopped.
Okay.
And I used about a medium-sized one. I didn't get too carried away with it.
Okay.
And stuff. And try to, I chop my onion fairly fine so that, because that's going to go on the buns, and you don't want big chunks and stuff. So the butter, the onion, and the Worcestershire. Okay. I was practicing that, and I still don't get it coming out right. But anyway, the Worcestershire sauce and the mustard in there and the poppy seed, that just gives that an extra sauce and great flavor with the ham and Swiss cheese. So,
okay.
And this is where people definitely can get creative by using different sauces or spreads for the ham and cheese.
Sure.
Anything that you would like. But this is really good. You're going to really enjoy that. So that butter is melted, so I'm going to go ahead and put my onion in there. And it says we want to saute that onion for about 5 to 10 minutes to get that soft. What I'm going to do is just turn that down lower and just let it, just saute there, because it doesn't need to be stirred constantly.
Okay.
And then we'll go over there and we're going to cut our buns. And this here is going to go on the bottom of the buns first.
Okay.
We do save a third of the sauce, the spread, for on top of the buns.
Okay.
Which is kind of really neat, is to have that buttery topping on that buns and a little extra flavor.
Okay.
And stuff. And it's going to help brown that bun.
Sure.
And instead being, we're going to put that in the oven. So Okay, we'll just come over. We're, I would use a 9x13 pan, so I'm going to have you spray that lightly.
Okay.
And then your 12-pack of King's Hawaiian buns. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut them all together here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's going downhill though.
Oh, I got it. All right, that'll work. So we're going to put that bottom in our pan there.
Okay.
And now we're going to wait until we have our sauce, and then we're going to put that on.
Okay.
And our salad is actually, it is a corn salad. It takes so little to, assemble that we're going to get the Hawaiian buns, our sliders into the oven before we even start with that.
Okay,
so,
sounds good.
And that way it gives the corn a little bit more chance to really drain, and that, so because we don't want them soggy. So we'll just come on over here, and as we can see that's really bubbly there, sauteing. So I'm going to just turn that down a little bit more, and we'll just wait a few more minutes till that's a little bit more done, and then we'll be back.
Sounds great.
Our onions have sauteed for about 5 minutes here, and they look like, they're, tender already. So we're going to go ahead and add our other ingredients.
Okay.
To that, it asks for 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. So
that's definitely got a different flavor than just regular mustard.
It
so
does.
I'd stick with this.
Yes, I would. And I think even your maybe spicy brown mustard would be good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Get that. That looks about even there. I'm going to just put my spoon into that hot mixture, and it's going to help that mustard to come off of there without having to scrape that. You can already smell the mustard, can't you?
Yes.
Well, and when you have ham, mustard is just kind of a given that you want that.
Well, you always like a little bit of a, I guess you always make a little bit of spicy mustard when we have with the ham at holiday time.
Yes, that it's a dry mustard, and you just add water to it, and it's hot, but it's good. Okay, now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of the Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Okay, there you go. We're just going to let you say that for me. Okay, we're at there, and we just want to just mix that up here. And it asks for a tablespoon of poppy seed.
Okay.
And it's not that gives it that much. If the flavor, it's just the presentation of the
right.
For that. So, okay. So that's a great spread to put on those buns. So that's mixed and it's hot. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to probably just switch this around here. And
want me to put this down here?
We can set that down so we're going to put 2/3 of this on the buns, and we're going to save 1/3 to put on the top of the buns and just spread it out. Okay. Whatever. So, and that's going to help brown that bun, or the buns, I should say. Our sliders, just make them really be good and stuff. I think we've got about right there. I'm going to just set that aside, and we're just going to spread that. And so the butter in here too, it's going just great flavoring. So you have butter, mustard, onion, and your other seasoning in there. Mm-hmm. So, and the thing is, keep them together. Don't pull them apart, because this way your sauce or your spread won't seep down in there. And then actually too, as your cheese melts,
you're not going to get it all over. It's just going to stay
contained.
Yes,
definitely. So now we're going to just take your deli ham and we're going to kind of fold that. And, I'm actually going to go into 3, fold it in 3. And it just depends upon what you have.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's just going to make a perfect size for each bun.
All right.
On that. It'll probably try to open a little bit, but once we get the bun on and the cheese, that's great. So we're going to put 12 slices on here.
Nope, I didn't do the 3 trifold.
Yeah. And folding that, you're going to have a nice amount of ham in there, so it's a good sandwich. Doesn't take very long to assemble this at all. And we just got 1 more to go.
Well, we got 2.
There we go.
There we go.
Say, look at so
Perfect.
When it is, and when we cut that or pull those apart, it'll be just perfect individual sizes that you won't have to worry about cutting the ham on that. So now it says like 8 ounces of Swiss cheese. Let's just pull these apart. We'll kind of count how many there are because we're going to go ahead and fold them. I would fold them just like we did on the ham, so
Okay.
individual.
So each slider is going to get its own piece.
Yes. Okay, so let's just do the same with that.
Tear it. It works that way.
It does, yes. It'll stay laying flat, won't it?
It will.
Good idea there.
I have one every once in a while.
You do. Okay. And we might just need to take a little, about a piece here.
There we go.
And I'm going to make this equal right there. Well, there. So look at how neat that is. And if you go on the internet or on Pinterest, it's just amazing all the different ideas they have for sliders. It's just great, So actually, when I started out, I thought I was going to make I was looking for one with roast beef, and this one really caught my eye. And it's called the Hawaiian ham sliders.
Yep.
Somebody that really likes pineapple.
Yep.
I think to take your sliced pineapple rings and put some on top of in that too. I think that'd be awesome. So it just
Absolutely.
depends upon what your family likes. So I'm just going to get a spatula here and get that scraped on top. And then we'll just take that pastry brush and just kind of, spread it around a little bit.
You can't be afraid to get your fingers a little dirty when you eat these.
No, not at all. Okay, so I'll put that. And with this, we got the oven on at 350. And we're going to have them in there for about 10, 15 minutes. And we're going to cover them with aluminum foil.
Okay.
Then we're going to take the foil off and put them back in the oven for about 5-10 minutes so that your top of your bun browns a little bit better. And it's going to definitely brown because of that butter.
Sure.
Okay. So that looks really good. And that's going to make a nice, so we have 12 sliders here. So, and they're going to be pretty generous sizes.
Pretty generous.
Even though
you may not just be able to eat one though.
Yeah, they're going to be that good. So let's put that foil on there and pop it in the oven. And we're going to set the timer for 15 minutes is what it says at that 350.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with our corn salad here.
Okay.
First, we're going to add half a cup of sour cream. And it's a half a cup of sour cream and a half a cup of mayo is all that it is for the dressing. So it's not...
Real easy.
It's very easy. And you're going to have that extra zip and flavoring in from the chili cheese chips there. Okay, so there we go. And now our mayo. And it does say mayo, and definitely mayo has a little bit more zip than just regular Miracle Whip.
Sure.
So if at all possible, I would just definitely suggest staying with mayo instead of substituting, Miracle Whip for that.
Okay.
There we go. It's probably not tight on there, but we'll...
So this is one of those salads that, I mean, outside of maybe the red pepper, you probably have most things on hand that really quick and easy if unexpected, dinner or, they have some company coming over and you want to have something quick and fast.
And the thing is, just, and if you are planning ahead and you want to make this just a little bit ahead, don't add your chips until you're ready to serve.
Sure.
That, but otherwise, all the other ingredients can be put in, they're ready. So we have that mixed. Now it says a cup of green onion.
Okay.
So that's what I have. Those onion it's not as sharp.
Right.
And stuff. So definitely do, the green onion. And then I have one red pepper. Sweet red pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't measure because it just asked for a red pepper.
Sure.
Gonna mix that up.
Well, one thing about this salad, it's definitely going to be colorful.
It is. And I got your green and your red and your yellow.
Kind of like Christmas.
Just about. And then add your corn. So it is a fairly large.
Well, yeah,
recipe.
with that 3 cans of corn, that's
With
a lot of
the
corn.
3 cans of corn, yes. But I'm going to tell you, I don't think you're going to have much left over. And if you took this for a potluck or a gathering, I don't think you have much or any at all to take home.
Sure.
So we want to mix that.
I'll have to suggest at work that we always have cook-offs with different things that we might need a salad cook-off.
And this is definitely different.
Right.
Not
what you don't think of as a traditional salad.
That's right. And when I went to the store, and then just the store I happened to go, I thought a can of the white corn would be good too, but they didn't have it on hand. So I just took 3 cans of the yellow corn, but
sure.
You can certainly add, your white. And I think it's Libby's brand that actually makes one that's got a little bit of Mexican flavor to it.
Okay, yep.
I think that would be quite interesting to put that in here too.
Do experiment a little bit.
I maybe not do all 3 cans that way, but whatever.
Sure.
Now, before we open that, okay.
You need to speak before I grab the bag.
Yeah, I was just gonna, keep it. I had cut a little corner off so the air would go out, and I was just gonna crush.
Oh, gotcha.
This out, in the bag. Oh, and that's probably going to be noisy on the mic. So it's got to be. And too, when you have that in there, it's going to kind of crunch up a little bit too, but so we're going to add that in here. And I was thinking I had a bowl big enough here. I'll be able to
think that you would.
Yeah.
When you start with just a cup of sauce, you think that you're going to have plenty of room.
Right, but you know, and we can make this work, but definitely, you know, make sure that you have a good sized container to mix that in there. And being our sliders won't be taking that long, this is going to be ready to go. And, you know, it really makes it interesting when, you know, to see that. And like I said, you know, too, when I was going through the line and I saw that salad, it was like, this is really interesting. I wasn't quite sure what it all was.
Sure.
But, and, you know, it might sound like this is something you want to use for a dip. But, you know, you already have your chips in there and all that. But
you just eat the dip with your fork.
That's right. Right. But you could actually have some corn chips, you know, your scoops in there and have that. That'd be great. So we have this ready. And so we're going to just wait until our sliders are done, which isn't going to be very long.
Okay.
And we'll be back again.
Sounds great.
So we'll get that there. And okay, we can already see that cheese is melting in there. It's not completely melted, but being we're going to put it back in uncovered, so that browns, you're going to have some more heat to it. It's going to be great.
All right.
Okay, so we got the foil on there, so let's put it back in here. And it actually, I think I said 15 minutes, but at the time it says 5 to 10 minutes. So
okay.
To make sure that the cheese is all melted and the ham is nice and hot, I'm going to actually do the 10 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll put that on there and just wait for that to be done.
All right, we'll be back shortly.
Oh, now that cheese is just melted really good.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
There.
You smell all those flavors in there.
And see now the buns they're a little bit crisp, not you know, just browned.
Right,
so
they're not soft on top.
They're not going to be soggy. So let's see. You know what I would like to do here. I'm going to see how we pull it because they're really hot. So to be able to pull them apart right away, let's just get that lined up here. And I'm going to just go ahead and cut down on there and be able to see there's no cutting because we got that.
Right, where if you would have layered it differently, you would have had to have got out the knife and
that would make it a little bit more difficult, and then your sliders wouldn't be probably quite as neat looking.
Right.
Because you're cutting there, so just.
So no, and when you say, I mean, neat, it's going to be a lot easier to eat as well.
Absolutely. And we're going to start with 2, because don't you think we're going to eat 2?
I would think for most people 2 will be plenty.
Yeah. But, you know, 1 may not just be right, but you can just smell the mustard
all the
and
flavors
in there. So let's just stir this a little bit here more, and we can add that on there. And I think now you have a really great treat here. We'll just okay.
Well, the salad is such a fun-looking salad too.
Yes. Now, doesn't that just make a nice lunch?
It is.
Yeah,
it's going to be, well, and it's such a, I mean, they're fast and easy.
Nothing was difficult with that.
You know, we had to bake this, you know, for that 25 minutes, but it wasn't hard to assemble. I mean, this is a pretty quick meal.
It is.
That a lot of people are going to enjoy.
I think they will, and I hope they try it.
Absolutely. To get these recipes, just go to our website, www.ctctel.com. Please submit your recipes for us to cook for you on the show. And join us next week on Cook and Crave when we do it all over again.